It is what it is, guys. That's the future, and probably won't be the last time we'll hear from Albania and their project. AI Tech Corner. Is this school and country one of the future? Fair use. Shout out to Dylan Page. We talked about him a couple of weeks ago, about him leaving UK after being censored, but he dropped this video a while back. Fair use.
School in Texas that only has 2 hours of class per day is taught by AI and has no teachers. And the results are kind of scary. Students at Alpha School are testing in the top 1 to 2% nationally. In fact, it's been so effective that they're now expanding across America to Florida, Arizona, California, and New York. The students are learning academics through AI tutors, which give them a one-on-one personalized curriculum. And after their short morning academic block, the rest of the school day is spent learning real-world skills like public speaking, entrepreneurship, and financial literacy. They also built a school in which is one of the poorest school districts in the country, and the students there demonstrated 2.1 times faster learning compared to national norms. So the question is, should more schools around the country adopt this approach, or is this something that could never work for larger schools? There is a
School of the future. Seems to already be working. They opened a school in Brownsville, New York, I think, probably. RJ.
That's a good thing. We're gonna get more and more dependent. That's a scary thing, all right? It's a good thing academically, but we're gonna get it's gonna get more scarier as we go, because not only will certain teachers might be losing their jobs. By the way, there's a shortage on teachers, so it's not like there's a surplus and they can fight for their jobs. There's a shortage, so you can argue that this is necessary to keep up with the demand.
Teachers might crash out, though. At least the teacher union will probably crash out.
Yeah, teachers been crashing out. All these stories about these freak teachers. That's a crash out in my book.
You gotta add one part to that. One small part before teachers.
Female teachers. The female teachers were crashing out. Yeah, you're right. Because people think immediately, oh, it's the dudes. Nope.
Yeah, it's for majority.
Making babies with them.
Making babies and crying when they get sentenced. It's wild. It's a wild time. But
we'll be making babies tonight.
Maybe it's safer for the kids to have AI teachers. You gotta keep them away from the female predators.
The toxic femininity.
Anyway, let's go to the next one. Country of the future. Maybe you can read this, RJ. Can you? Or do I have to zoom in a bit more?
Yes.
On the picture.
This is a post from evolving.ai on IG. Albania is experimenting with AI as a way to tackle decades of corruption and speed up its bid to join the European Union. Prime Minister Edi Rama said last month that AI could stamp out nepotism and bring more transparency, calling it potential most efficient member of the government. He even suggested the idea of an AI-run ministry and invited local developers to create models that could one day act as ministers or even a prime minister. This country is already using AI in practical ways, from monitoring procurement and tax transactions to deploying drones and satellites against illegal construction and cannabis cultivation. It also powers a virtual public servant through the Albania portal, which has saved citizens hundreds of millions of euros. Supporters argue AI cannot be bribed or influenced, while critics warn it could just disguise dysfunction if corruption actors design the systems.
Which is true. Both are true.
Both
are true. Then we have Edi Rama. So some people might recognize him from the one of the biggest streamers visited Albania a while back, Speed, and he's a good friend of Speed. The funny thing is, I'll be honest, I didn't know Eddie Rama before the Speed stream, but when the UN came together, he was one of the first people I recognized in the picture of all the presidents that were at the UN gathering I think it was last June, July. So yeah, sometimes these collaborations actually work for your view of your PR. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Former basketball player, by the way. Don't know if you know that.
I didn't know that, no.
The interesting thing is he was also the only minister that that had sneakers on during that picture. So he's still keeping true to himself.
Yeah. Never forget where you came from.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought you were gonna read this, but
Yeah. The countries already. Which part?
no, let me go back. The on the picture. The caption.
Okay, Prime Minister Eddie Rama said that AI could stamp out corruption and increase transparency, calling it the most efficient member of government. No nepotism or conflicts of interest, maybe even a ministry run entirely by AI. Local developers could build an AI model to serve as minister, with Rama saying Albania could become the first country with AI ministers and even an AI prime minister. Albania has long grappled with corruption in all facets of society, and politics is no exception. Albania dreams of being the first nation with AI ministers, but can machines really fix human problems?
Yeah, I do think that it's possible, but you have to code it honestly. Because of course, it can solve the problem, but it has to be coded in a
KaiR, come on, man. It's weird. I mean, what is necessary for such a project? Money. Do governments have money? No, they need money. Do governments have the knowledge? No, they need the knowledge. So they would need to partner with the public sector. Who owns the government? Rich people with money and the public sector. Allegedly. And so it's like, who are we kidding here? At least that's my sentiment, to be honest. Who are we kidding?
Yeah. Chances are it will be slightly tilted. But hey, it is what it is, guys. That's the future, and probably won't be the last time we'll hear from Albania and their project.